It's clobbering time.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Hall of Justice. My name is Tony, aka Son of the Bat, from the Super Friends podcast. And today we have a lot of books from San Diego Comics, which, of course, as you guys know, if you've been following for a while, that's who I've been working with. That's who I work for, in a sense. And yeah, if you guys are ever in San Diego, it is one of the oldest comic book shops in town with one of the largest varieties of back issues. So if you do go, you get 15% off all brand new books, as well as trade paperbacks, and 25% off all of their back issues that are $10 and under. And right now, for the whole month of October, if any of you show up in costume, you will also be receiving another discount on top of that. Bobby, the owner of San Diego Comics, he's really excited to see his customers come in dressed up as their favorite characters. So definitely make sure that you're showing up dressed up. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. There was a lot of cool stuff that came out this week. And the first one actually didn't come from a comic shop. It actually came from Walmart. And I was really happy to get one of these. And it is the 100-page giant Swamp Thing Halloween horror issue. So as some of you may know, Walmart has started doing some DC Comics with some exclusive stories, and they have some big name writers. So for example, this story right here, this 100-page book actually has a story by Brian Azzarello and with art done by Greg Capullo. So those two as a combo, that just sounds amazing. I haven't opened it up yet, but as you notice with a lot of the Walmart exclusive books is the fact that they have this thicker spine, so you're not going to get those staples, and that's kind of how you can tell as well that it is from Walmart. It is a really cool looking book, and I was really happy that I was able to pick up one of these. But moving over to Independence, first book I just wanted to share because it was really, really cool. But the first independent book I was really happy with, and I thought was coming out last week, but I think I was either off or the shop didn't receive them. I'm not 100% sure. But if you guys got this, cool. If not, it is Die, Die, Die issue number 3. And so this, again, we're continuing with a book that is being published by Image. This is Tyler Kirkham, the same writer for The Walking Dead. And the way that he's been promoting this is kind of not normal, to say the least. And basically, you have comic shops that are having to call in or really find the order through previews online to get these at their shop. It's really difficult to figure out when they're coming out and when you can order them, but I know that San Diego Comics has a few of them now. They order about 20 each month, and we're on issue 3. It's been an exciting read, and I'm definitely looking forward to continuing it. Another book that just came out, it's a number 1 with Image, and I'm super excited about, and this is by Ryan Caddy, who I've actually spoken to a couple of times. This is Infinite Dark. Now, he actually had a preview version of one of these that was exclusive to Comic-Con this year, and he actually stopped by San Diego Comics to let us know, hey, I'm having this book come out. I hope you guys order plenty of them. And that we did, because this book, the preview that I read was amazing. I haven't taken a look into the rest of it, but this really touches on a team in space and a murder occurs, and it's very suspenseful. There's a little bit of horror in it. And when I talked to Ryan, he actually said, he's like, it's got a bit of kind of like a horror feel. There's a film that he brought up, and I can't remember the name of the film, and I'll probably post it up here when I can remember it, just to let you guys know. But he said it does kind of have that feel to it, and it's pretty exciting. And for those of you who don't know Ryan Caddy, there was the annual for Old Man Logan that came out this year, and there was a Old Man Punisher War Journal. Well, he wrote that Old Man Punisher War Journal. So if you guys like that, I'm pretty sure you guys will like this. Again, that's Infinite Dark, issue number 1 by Image. And it also has the Top Cow imprint. And then from Aftershock, we have kind of another space book, but not a horror book. We have Last Space Race, and this is issue number 1. So this kind of touches on a couple different, I think, governments trying to reach space and kind of colonize a little bit quicker than the others. It is a number 1. I wanted to go ahead and share it with you guys because of that. And it is Aftershock. Aftershock's been doing really good with a lot of their books. And then going back to Image, we're not going to be bouncing around too much. I'm trying to keep it with Independence, DC, and Marvel all kind of together. So this next one is, again, another number 1. This is by Daniel Warren Johnson. This is Murder Falcon issue number 1. So you have this guy here who basically releases the power of the Falcon through his heavy metal. just sounds fun. The artwork looks awesome as well, and I'm really excited to read this. And then another book that I've just been enjoying since the get-go, that is Weatherman, and we are at issue number 5. So this is the regular cover, and we also have the orderable variant right here. I believe there's a 1 for 25 as well, but this one right here is orderable. It's been such a fun read. It's kind of sad that it's going to be ending on issue number 6 coming up, because again, we're on issue 5 now. All my books are trying to get away from me here. The next one, and again from Image, we have Bully Wars number 2, and this is by Scotty Young. And it's been pretty fun. The first issue was actually pretty interesting. You find out that there is a competition for the town's biggest bullies, and one bully that's moving from middle school to high school, he kind of gets thrown into a bit of a mess because he's not the big bad anymore. So it's been pretty fun. Looking forward to read issue 2. And then now we're getting into Marvel. And to start off Marvel, I want to kind of start off with something big that's going on, and that's Spider-Geddon. So here we have issue number 1, and as you can see, it involves a ton of people from the Spider-Verse. So we started with Edge of Spider-Geddon, and then we moved on to Spider-Geddon 0, which was the first comic book appearance of the PS4 costumed Spider-Man in comic books. And now we're on Spider-Geddon number 1. And to kind of play off of that, and something that I've been doing with these Spider-Geddons is the fact that we do have the In-Hyuk Lee variant right here, and of course this is a connecting variant. This is going to be a connecting of 6, so for all 6 issues, that includes 0, there's a connecting variant that is available. So if you guys haven't been watching my videos, I want to go ahead and let you know that if you subscribe, comment, and like these videos, you will be entered to win the whole set. So I'm giving away just one set, just one set of this connecting variant, and the lucky winner will, again, all you have to do is subscribe, like, and comment on the videos that coincide with the connecting variants. These have been amazing, and to give them away is going to be awesome, and I hope whoever gets them frames them up, does a beautiful thing with them, because it's kind of a shame to just hide them away in your collection like the rest of your books. But keeping it, I guess you could say, Spider-Man related, but in this case we're talking about Venom. There was an interesting thing that happened this week, and that is the case of the Venom secret variant. For those of you who picked up Infinity Wars issue number 2, the regular cover, there was a whole situation with there being a secret variant as well. It was seen as a 1 for 10, where basically the regular cover showed Requiem with the mask, and the 1 for 10 secret variant showed who Requiem was, who at that point we knew was Gamora. So it showed Gamora's mask, or maskless, to be more correct. Well, in this situation, we have 2 different covers for Venom that are basically the same thing. You have the regular cover that if you go to your comic shop, you'll be able to find a dime a dozen. And of course, this is still written by Donny Cates. And this would be the 1 for 10. So for those of you who can't see the difference, I don't know if you guys could tell right there. You got this one right here, the 1 for 10. He has his tongue out with his mouth open. That's the one to find. That's the one that everyone's going to be looking for. So in regards to spec, see if your comic shop has it. If they do, have them hold it for you. And good luck to everyone out there, because there's not that many. Like I said, it seems to be a 1 for 10 secret variant. But other than that, we also... I almost left out the fact that I will be giving this one away, again, for people who comment, like, and subscribe. So if you guys really want this one and you guys couldn't find it at your comic shop, this is one way to get it. So just go ahead, comment, subscribe, and like this video, and I'll go ahead and pick someone out of there to get that. But there was also another Venom variant. There was a Battle Lines variant. I didn't pick that one up because I didn't pick up a lot of the Battle Lines variants in general. I believe that they're all based off of a new game that's going to be coming out, a mobile game called Battle Lines, Marvel Battle Lines. But the one that I did pick up was actually the Marvel Knights 20th Anniversary variant, and this is by Frank Cho, I believe. There is a Virgin variant. I think that one's a 1 of 100 or 1 of 200, so it's kind of a high ratio, and that's one that a lot of people are wanting to pick up. But if you can't afford that and you don't mind the trade dress, this is just as nice. Really, really cool artwork, and of course it's Venom. Donny Cates on the story. It's been a fantastic book. One book that I did pick up 2 copies of, and one's a regular cover A and the other one is a Battle Lines, is Infinity Wars. And right now we're on issue number 4. So we were introduced to the Infinity Warps in the previous previous issue, as well as with the Iron Hammer and Soldier Supreme. So this is kind of touching on that a little bit more, bringing us more characters and just kind of letting us know what's happening in this warped, folded in half universe, if you will. And I did get the battle lines for this one. And for those of you who don't know which one that is, it's going to be this right here. This is the battle lines variant for the Infinity Wars comic book. The reason I picked this up is because there's an interesting situation going on with this. Diamond went ahead and let their comic shops know, Diamond being the distributors of all these books, let their comic shops know that there is a price difference on the variants and it's an error. So if you find this at your comic shop this week, definitely pick it up. You'll find out that this is an error print because when you flip it around, on the back there is, let me go ahead and actually take this out for you guys and show you. I'm not too scared of taking it out. On the back, you'll see where the barcode is, right? Where you're going to find out that on that barcode right above it, it's going to tell you that this book is $3.99. When in fact, Infinity Wars, if you guys have been collecting it for, the whole run so far, is $4.99. So things like that, I know that there's speculators out there and people that collect printed with error books, so that would be one to look for. Moving forward, we have X-Men Black, and of course we have J. Scott Campbell doing all the covers for these, which have been amazing. This is cover A, and in it there is also a connecting storyline having to do with Apocalypse. And from what we've learned in the Magneto story, it seems like he's turning human, and it's something that he's really, really scared about. So this one right here has Mojo. He's so gross. He looks like a giant booger. He always has. But that's cover A, and then we have cover B right here, and this is just the mugshot, which they're doing for all of the villains in this X-Men Black series. And then moving on, still sticking with Marvel, we have Avengers number 9, and we were introduced to Namor in the storyline now, and he's kind of taking revenge on the deaths of a couple of Atlanteans. And so we're seeing exactly what his involvement with the Avengers is going to be, especially since right now he is teamed up with Jean Grey in Atlantis. So it's really interesting to see what direction this is going to go in. Is he going to be kind of a villain again, anti-hero? Who knows? But there was also a battle lines for this as well. This one is actually really, really nice. I really liked it. Has Loki on there. The cool thing is you can see about these battle line variants is that they're very similar. They're basically virgin variants. They are 100% virgin variants. There is no trade dress. There are no barcodes. There's no titles. Nothing on these covers. So if you're looking for something that would be considered a pure virgin variant, you'd want to pick up these battle line variants because they're only cover price and they're nice to display. Like I said, they're straight up virgin variants, and those are usually a little bit more when you go through retail exclusive orders or pre-orders online. So definitely pick these up. And it's Avengers. Avengers has been really, really good recently, and I've been really happy with them. And then moving on, still sticking with Marvel, we have the Amazing Spider-Man number 7. And so what we have here is Spider-Man kind of hanging out with all these villains, and as you can, if you remember in the last issue, he was winning a contest. It was basically a trivia night at a villain's bar, and now all these villains are after his friend. So this has been a pretty interesting read. Humberto Ramos is back on the book, which I haven't read any Spider-Man with him in it doing the art since Peter Parker back in 2000 or something like that. So it's really nice seeing that artwork. He does an amazing job. And then one of the battle line variants we have right here. I can't remember the name of this artist for the life of me, but again, if you're looking for that virgin feel, you'll definitely get it on this cover. And again, they're only cover price. Your comic shop should only have them for cover price, maybe $1 more, if that, depending on how many they ordered. So definitely find that. It's an awesome cover. And then we've been picking up with the What Ifs, I think last week or the week before. And this week we were introduced to What If Peter Parker became the Punisher. So it's an interesting take. He's more vengeful than if he were to just turn into straight up Spider-Man. And so I'm really interested to see what direction this goes in. And then next up we have Captain America. Of course, the regular cover is by the master himself, Alex Ross, who, if you guys were in New York this weekend and you went to the Barnes & Noble signing, I'm super jealous because he was signing his Marvelocity book. He rarely makes any public appearances. Typically he does them at museums. But yeah, he's such an awesome artist. He'll never get old. Or his artwork will never get old. He will, because he's human, I think. But this is such an amazing book. And there was a Battle Lines variant for this, but I only decided to pick up the Alex Ross cover for that. And then we have Exiles number 9. There were no additional covers for this. I've just been picking it up because it picks up at times and then it slows down in others. So it's always kind of a hit or miss. So I continue to read it to see if it gets any better. And I haven't been disappointed 100%. There have been some parts of the storyline that I'm just like, meh. But so far so good, not too bad. And then to kind of round things off, we have the Immortal Hulk. And again, I did get the Alex Ross regular cover for that. And as you can see here, he's going up against the Avengers. So I'm really interested to read that. And then, of course, there was a Battle Lines variant for this as well. And then to finish things off, we have X-23, finishing things off for Marvel. So X-23 has been pretty decent. As you can tell, there's a situation there going on with Gabby in the background. AKA Honey Badger, which she's been awesome in my opinion. I know a lot of people don't like her, but I'm having fun with anything that she's in, especially X-Men Red. But moving over to DC, we had a couple number ones there as well. And a really interesting one, and I think not a lot of people picked up on this because they didn't know what it was, but we have issue number 1 for Cursed Comics Cavalclave. Sorry. And it has, I believe, 10 stories, maybe 6. But they're all horror stories. And of course, with this being December, we're ramping up for Halloween. And this is really cool because it feels like a prestige book. It's a higher quality format. We do have an actual spine right there, if you could see that. And it feels like a legit book. And so to have this in my collection, I'm super happy. But I'm also excited to see what's inside because the storytelling seems like it would be pretty interesting in regards to bringing people like Batman, who's a scary character himself, but into a horror aspect, almost like Batman Damned, but without the Batawing. But anyway, moving forward, we do have issue 1 of House of Whispers, issue 2. Sorry. So this is a book that, we've been already introduced to, but this is continuing the Sandman universe and the Vertigo imprint, which is something that returned this year for DC. So I've been enjoying House of Whispers as well as the Dreaming. Dreaming's been really good. And then we have Lucifer also coming out this month. So that one's a book that I feel a lot of people are looking forward to. And then for regular covers, DC in general is doing almost all of their main titles they're doing as foil. And to be honest, I'm not really happy with the style of, or basically the paper stock that they chose for these regular covers as foils. Because if you guys read Dark Knight's Metal, you could tell that the stock of the paper was a little bit thicker. It was a little bit more rigid. It wasn't, flowy. The pages on these, and right here we have Hawkman. It's a nice cover. It's a really nice cover. But the pages themselves, they're just very, I don't know, just cheap. They just feel like paper. It doesn't feel like cardstock or anything thicker than the regular sheets themselves in the book. So I wasn't really happy with that, but they do have some really nice covers. Here again, we have Hawkman. Hawkman's been a really good read. Right here we have cover B, which isn't too bad. The other cover Bs up until this point have been a little bit better. I wasn't too happy with this one, but I picked it up anyway because I've been collecting more of the cover Bs for DC than I have Marvel. But now with the channel, I'm picking up a little bit of both. And then we have Catwoman. Again, same thing with, you can see how shiny that is, with the foil variant, I don't want to call it a variant, foil regular cover, since it is a main title book, and this is issue number 4. But the one that I think it's beautifully done and just very detailed and delicate picture or cover, is Art Germ's variant with Catwoman. And there's a story to tell in this cover. So you do have the engagement ring that she was given to by Bruce Wayne. She's cutting into herself. You do have the mask, which a lot of people thought was a cat, but if you look closer, those are bat ears. You have the tears coming down the side of her cheek on that mask, showing that she is sad with the fact that she didn't get married to Bruce Wayne, even though she had her reasons. And then, of course, the choking of the neck with the whip itself. So there's a lot of detail in this, and I don't think a lot of people are catching that. But it is a beautiful cover, and I know that our shop ordered a lot, but I don't think they ordered enough, to be honest, because this is such an awesome cover. Art Germ did a fantastic job. Like that's it. Like, he just did an amazing job. And the next one is pretty good for issue number 5, but I think this is his probably number 1 for Catwoman so far. And then moving on and connecting to the Witching Hour and the whole Dark Avengers storyline, we have Wonder Woman 56. Now, Wonder Woman isn't a book that I typically pick up, but because it is connected to the Witching Hour, I'm sticking with it because it is a very interesting storyline. And of course, this right here, you can't really tell, but this is a foil variant. I'm trying to see if I can catch the light. But anyway, this is the regular cover. It is a foil variant. And then we do have cover B, which is a little bit nicer, I think. And it's a portrait of Wonder Woman with this dark magic connected to her. So it's been a really interesting read. Again, I don't normally pick up Wonder Woman, but because it's connected to Witching Hour, it's definitely a pickup. The next book we have is Superman, and again, this is a foil variant. It's very red. It's almost like holding a piece of copper, but you do have Rogol Zaar on there, and that's a situation that we have with the whole planet Earth in the negative zone. And right here we have the cover B, and this is by Adam Hughes. This isn't the best Adam Hughes cover. I mean, you do have the globe there, or the planet, and you have him jumping over a tall building, which is what he used to do. And so it's nice in respect, but there's not much going on here. It wasn't too crazy. And then we also have Detective Comics number 990. We're only 10 issues away from 1,000. So I'm pretty sure a bunch of retailers are ramping up for that. I wouldn't order high on any variants because there's probably going to be a million of them, to be honest. But find the one that you like when they start coming out for the pre-orders and stick to that one. Don't think that you're going to flip it for anything crazy because you probably aren't. There's just going to be a million of copies of Detective Comics number 1000. Just learn. I've learned my lesson from Action Comics number 1000. The same thing's going to happen with Batman. But without going too far ahead, this is a foil variant. The background is all red. It's really, really nice. Again, I'm just not too happy with the paper stock. And then we do have, I believe this is Bianchi, and he did the cover B for Batman. It's a little dark, but I don't know if you can tell. He's swinging from a building. It looks pretty nice. There's a couple of grays in there as well. And then, again, not happy with all of the DC foil variants, and this is one that I was very disappointed with. It was the Flash. The whole thing doesn't even look like it's foil. It just looks like some of the lightning is possibly. I know that the book, if you look a little bit closer, some more parts of it are, but it just kind of disappointed. It didn't really give me what I wanted. The cover B was actually decent. It wasn't too crazy, but it was nice. You know, all these cover Bs for DC have been, like I said, you can call them semi-virgin for the most part. They do have the barcode at the bottom with the title and the writer and the artist and the DC imprint at the top. And then we also have Supergirl, which I've been keeping up with because it does connect with Rogol Zaar's history and what's going on there. We do have an Artgerm variant. Now, a lot of people are going to look at this and they're going to think that this is a reprint of issue number, I believe, 12 of Supergirl. They're going to think this is a reprint of one of Artgerm's original pieces. That's not true. It's very, 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 very similar. And I could be wrong. I think it's actually issue number 13, 12 or 13. I'll have to double check. But one of those issues, Artgerm did the cover for, cover B. And it looks very similar, but you'll see that the arm placement is a little different. So this is an original piece. This is a completely different piece. It's not a reprint of an older one. So if you're picking up these foils, I definitely pick up the Supergirl because the Supergirl Artgerm variants were doing really well when he first started off doing that whole set. I think it was like 3 or 4 issues of it, or 5, I think. But yeah, if you're an Artgerm lover, which I am, and right now, like I said, the Supergirl storyline connecting with Rogol Zaar, I've been enjoying a lot. Definitely pick this up. It's just regular price, and it's just a regular cover. And then we do have Titans number 27. Nothing too crazy going on here. A lot of silvers and a lot of turquoise with the cover itself. There isn't anything insane going on inside, even though it looks like everyone's kind of dealing with a loss. But I picked it up because, I'm picking up anything Titans and Teen Titans. And then Red Hood and the Outlaws, I definitely wanted to pick up and share with you guys cover B. Cover A, of course, is a foil cover because it is a main title. But cover B right here, this is really nice. We have Jason Todd with his new kind of Red Hood getup going on and new mask. So if you guys have been picking up on that, I mean, the artwork's been amazing. But yeah, so that's basically what I picked up this week. Again, I have a couple of giveaways. One's a little bit longer than the other. That's going to be the Spider-Geddon. And then I also want to let you guys know that I did order a couple of Spider-Geddon issue 0s that were the Secret Wars number 8 homage. I got them from Amorphous Inc. But if you guys didn't know, unfortunately, Amorphous Inc. did get robbed while they were at New York Comic Con. Their storage unit got broken into, and a lot of their stuff got taken. So I feel for those guys. I don't know what kind of person would do that. It's horrible. It really sucks. But I just want to let you guys know that once they get all their stuff figured out, and hopefully they can still get the books out. I am gonna still do a giveaway for Spider-Geddon issue 0, but it is their Jamal Campbell variant, and he did, like I said, an homage to Secret Wars number 8, where you had Spider-Man and his black symbiote. But in this situation, it's the same look, but it's with the PS4 costume instead. So keep your eyes open and your ears open, because once I do get those, I will be having those as a giveaway. Again, if you guys want to be a part of any of these giveaways, I'm just going to start doing them with anyone who, and it's going to be at random, anyone who subscribes, likes, and comments on these videos. I want to start building up, and I want to, my community, I want to talk to you guys as well. I want to know what you guys want to see, and I want to start giving you guys stuff back, because I've been getting a bunch of comic books, and I want to start giving some of them to you guys. So if that's something you're interested in, follow, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and yeah, leave a comment, and good luck. Good luck, because I want to start sending some of this crazy stuff out, and I have some other stuff too that's being spec'd on. But moving forward, I want to go ahead and start throwing some more goodies at you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, I want to go ahead and shout out Joe June for creating the intro and outro to this YouTube video. I always want to say podcast because that's where it originated from. But yeah, if you want to listen to more of his music, you can find him on social media at Vision Flow Records and at Joe June Music for both Twitter and Instagram. You can also find him on SoundCloud by looking up Vision Flow Records as well. Find a couple of his tracks. He's got some amazing mixtapes that he's made, some having to do with video games, some with comic books, some that's a little bit more, closer to the heart. But he's really good. He's really talented. And if you guys like his music, definitely check him out there. So guys, that's it for this week. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you later. Peace.
It's clever and tough.
That could blow up the weapons ready for testing.